Starfield Direct.
Alright, here we go. Here's the Starfield Direct. Here we go. So how long do we get of Starfield now? We get another like 50, 40 minutes of Starfield. I'm okay with that. Chris Pratt being the most well-known at the Japanese Italian. It's very true. Known across the world.
Hey everyone, thank you so much for
There's
joining
Todd.
us today, and welcome to Bethesda Game Studios. You know, we've been so lucky over the decades to make the kind of games that we love here, and that's thanks to all of you. From the Elder Scrolls to Fallout, we love creating these worlds and playing in them just as much as you do. And throughout all that time, we'd often talk
Todd
about
Howard is a
and
real
dream
person.
up
He is not AI,
the
guys.
space game.
Don't worry.
What if we could take that feeling of being who you want to be and exploring a new world, but set it in space, where you weren't really limited in where you could go or what you could do? And that is Starfield. Obviously, we've come a long way since then with the games we've built, our technology, and all of us here in the studio. We've done so much together, but, well, we've never tried to make a game like this. Today, you'll get to hear from many on the team and see so much of what we think makes our game special. So let's jump in and take a look.
Alright, here we go.
Starfield is our first new universe in over 25 years, but it's still a Bethesda RPG through and through, where you step into
Where
a
are
new
the
world
bugs?
and you get that feeling of unlimited
And I
possibilities.
ain't talking about the right directions.
But this time, it's not just one world. It's over 1,000 worlds.
A
Because
thousand?
the choice of where to go, it's not ours, it's yours. And it wasn't until now that we had the technology to create it.
Okay.
From the rocks at your feet, to the mountains in the distance, to the people and creatures that live in these worlds.
Give me some No Man's Sky
That isn't
vibes
just a
when it says
backdrop.
over 1,000
that moon
worlds.
is actually there orbiting the planet. Yes, you can visit it too. We realistically simulate the galaxy around you. Our next generation lighting model uses real-time global illumination to light the world based
How many
on
of
the
these
type
worlds
of
feel the
star
same, and
the
how
makeup
empty how
of
some
the
of these worlds are
planet's
gonna feel?
atmosphere.
If there's that many.
We also have an all-new animation system. And of course, you can play it in third person. And
Oh, they
you can
actually
play it in
have
first person.
good-looking third-person animations. Crazy. That's a first for a Bethesda game.
We love exploration and rewarding it, but you do explore differently in this game given its scale. That usually involves exploring an area you've landed in. You can collect resources, do a mission,
This does feel
and
very
maybe
No
even
Man's Sky.
stumble upon something unexpected.
Feels like they're gonna just have a lot of worlds you can generate. And then there'll be like key locations or key worlds where there's stuff. I don't know. Maybe they can generate like quest lines. They can like have a bunch of set quest lines and generate them and have it so they don't repeat. I don't know.
We do love stuff and all of the items allowing you to pick everything up, and you can view all that in your data menu. This is the hub for everything you're doing,
Oh, it's
from
Todd.
your skills to your
There he
ship,
is.
your missions, and your inventory. We love to pack a ton of detail in every object, from all of your weapons to spacesuits
Like if
to food.
No
We
Man's Sky and
just
Icarus
obsess
had a
over
love
the
child.
details and food. We obsess over food. When you're done exploring, you can walk back or fast travel to your ship. We have companions and crew you can take with you.
Okay,
I left
companions, crew,
Vasco
good.
here back at my ship,
Welcome back, Captain Howard.
and he can even say your name. Let's head out.
There must be like, there's probably like a set list of names that you can choose from. Or you can do like a custom name.
Our mission was to convey
Probably can't say the custom
wonder
names.
and majesty of space exploration, to evoke the romance of the golden age of early spaceflight. And we've been referring to this approach as NASA Punk. This means a design language where the tech is advanced, yet still looks grounded and relatable.
For us, it's that contrast. That's where the visual interest is. Obviously, the NASA, which is the rigid, hard function over style, and then
Probably
Punk,
started
which
development
is
around the same
all
time
about
as
style.
No Man's Sky.
You
Maybe.
can see that
Yeah, I don't know
visual
when it
style
started
coming
development.
through in your ship. Your ship is your home for you and your crew. And like many of the spaces in our game, it has a slightly
like-
retro and analog touch. A bit of lo-fi rather than sci-fi, where everything is well used.
The mix of analog and
worn,
sci-fi is always cool.
And lived in.
Alrighty. What's the plan, Captain?
This is your star map. It starts with the planet you're currently on. You can see all of its info and resources. You can choose a landing spot or fast travel to known locations.
Okay.
Backing out further, you can view all the planets in the system. Obviously, the game is big, and it's here you can see planets that have key locations, missions, or life on them, versus the
Sure,
many
still
planets
things
that
that
are
work best
barren
from No
but
Man's Sky.
resource-heavy.
And also from Elite
Zoom
Dangerous.
out even further to see
I mean, yeah,
all
that's
the
what they should
systems
do.
in this part of the galaxy. Here, you can plot a course to ones that are
I'm just
light years
genuinely
away.
curious
This
how
uses your
they
ship's
make like
grav
compelling
drive to fold space
quest
and jump
lines.
to these systems. And you will need to upgrade your
Along with
shipping
generating all
skills
these
if you want to
worlds.
jump to the most distant ones. But for now, we'll plot a course to the Alpha Centauri system, where we can find the city of New Atlantis.
There's surely not over 1,000 worlds, right? Navigation map of the ship system management are all almost the same.
Welcome
Yeah, I mean, that's
to
fine.
user space.
That's all good.
Maintain your current course while we scan your ship's cargo. Scan complete. You are cleared for landing at New Atlantis.
Yeah, and how large are the worlds? Definitely a lot of questions I have. I'm skeptical, but also very
As soon as you
intrigued.
land
It does look
in
very
a city
good.
like New Atlantis, your eyes are guided upwards to just these boundless, vast buildings.
It's the biggest city we've ever made, not just in size, but also in the amount of custom art, crowds, and quests.
So the main focus when we're designing a city is obviously what supports the story. We try and tell as many small stories as possible.
This is a colony war memorial.
Like, there's definitely going to be like set worlds and then generated worlds or something if they're doing thousands of
real
worlds.
characters that are going about their day-to-day lives.
It's paralyzed.
New Atlantis was
Really
the first
stop
one
and think
sank. I
about it.
think that's probably what they're going for.
It's also where your adventure with Constellation begins.
So this is the largest world? It seems like one of those set worlds where they put a lot of work into it.
We have a lot to talk about.
By the
The
time
largest
you meet
city,
them,
yeah.
Constellation is sort of seen as this mythical group. Most people don't even know they exist anymore. They're the last true explorers in the galaxy, and they're trying to find the answers to some of humanity's biggest questions.
The artifacts are so different, so alien, and I'm certain one of them reached out and spoke to you. The artifact. If you could place it on the table here.
Oh my god.
Yeah, I
Look
think
at
there's
how
going to be
it's
some
coming
less
together.
detailed planets.
That means
It's
this is sick.
going to be a mix.
Built
There's going to be
by
like
an
generated less detailed
intelligence
planets.
outside the
It's gotta
settled
be.
systems.
It's definitely an eclectic cast of characters. You've got Sarah Morgan, the ex-soldier and adventurer, now Constellation's leader. Mateo, the theologian who believes that there's definitely something else out there. Noel, the gifted scientist and Sarah Morgan's protege. And Walter, a very successful businessman in the settled systems and Constellation's financier.
Anything goes as long as you have the money.
There's also Vlad, the ex-pirate, Sam Coe, the former space cowboy, and Barrett.
You know what I hate about these pirates? Completely resistant to my otherwise irresistible
No pain, no
charm.
gain. Lightweight, baby.
The journey you take with Constellation is just the first of many you'll embark on. The Settled Systems is home to all kinds of different stories, people, and adventures for you to uncover.
So they're going to have settled systems and maybe... the like generated ones outside of that?
The United Colonies is where you'll find New Atlantis, the first major human settlement in space. The people who live here value law,
All right, no worries, Mike.
discipline, and the legacy of humanity. They consider themselves the true children of Earth.
You ever think of joining up with the Vanguard? Help the United Colonies, even get your UC citizenship?
New Atlantis isn't the only city within the United Colonies. The city of Sidonia on Mars to this day serves as the largest mining facility for the United Colonies. Beyond the United Colonies' reach, you might find yourself in a much more wild and independent coalition of star systems.
Watching the Xbox Game Conference at the moment.
This is Freestar Collective Space. The capital of the Freestar Collective is Aquila City.
The Stone Root Inn is an Aquila City fixture.
A ranger relies on judgment and intuition to do what's best for the people.
Hope you're doing good, Wave.
Neon started out
I'm going to be
as a
like very
fishing
focused on
platform,
this,
but is
but
now known throughout the Settled Systems as a
try not
pleasure
to talk
city
over too much.
where almost anything goes.
If you've got morality
This does look
issues,
really cool
this
though. I'm
definitely
in
isn't
on
the job for you.
Starfield. Breaking Bad. What is it? I don't know what's going on in that club.
And brightest of today for our future tomorrow.
Everyone has been chewed up and ground up by Neon. Try not to get yourself killed, all right?
Outside the bounds of civilized space, there are still plenty of unclaimed systems to explore, but these areas are also home to the most hostile factions in the galaxy.
The great serpent hungers.
Wait, what did I see? What?
Shall be made dust in time.
A new face. This is the face of a brave runner here to challenge the Red Mile.
They think the galaxy is theirs. They are wrong. It belongs to the Crimson
I
Fleet.
did.
It always has.
The new like AI stuff.
In Starfield, we're pushing our cities and
I
settlements
didn't actually
further
watch the
than
full
we
thing.
ever
We'll
have
watch that
before.
after though. We will.
It's all there, waiting for you.
I did
A
see
slice
stuff
of
about that though.
humanity's future.
So, ready to get out there?
Yeah, after the Starfield Direct and
Throughout
stuff, we'll
the
go into
galaxy,
that.
there are so many things to see and stories to experience. But the most important story is the one that you tell. I'm the type of person who spends hours in character creation, and I think people are going to be really excited when they see all of the
Okay, we've got a
improvements
lot of
we've made.
options.
One of the biggest overhauls was done through
Sorry, GeForce
our character
Experience.
generation system.
Yeah, I think it happened
We
like a
scanned
month
wide
ago,
range of faces
maybe?
from different age groups
Or
and
maybe it was
ethnicities. And by
sooner
mixing
than
and
that, I don't
matching
know.
out that data, we were
I saw
able to
something about it
create
recently,
highly
though.
detailed and diverse characters.
We use that exact system to create all of the
Tech is
characters and
getting
NPCs you're
wild.
going to see in the game. So any character you see almost always is a character you could make yourself.
Wait, okay.
Hey,
I mean, fair enough.
Come on.
Gets the job done
Okay,
with.
take it easy. You were out cold. No physical damage. Mentally, the jury's still out.
Is this the opening
You know
to the
who
game?
You are? No
Yeah, okay.
recruit for Argos extractors?
This is where you make
Ring
your
any
character.
bells? Any of this look familiar?
There we go.
You start your character creation journey as though you're cycling through employee records. You'll pick from a lineup of 40 presets, and that'll be your starting point.
Okay.
Your journey from there can be as detailed
Already a lot more
or as
options
quick
than
as
the
you want
usual
it to be.
Bethesda game.
This new system has more to offer than ever before.
They definitely still all look uncanny, but I'm
It's
okay
also
with
the
that.
simplest character generation system we ever had. We let the player get as close as possible to make whatever they want. With the various facial morphs you can blend together, the
It's
derm
not too
aesthetic,
realistic that
makeup,
it's at the uncanny
blemishes,
point for me.
scars,
It's like-
piercings, teeth settings. It's a lot.
It's
But I
getting
think it's the
towards
most
there,
fun
but
to
I think
use.
it's a I don't like him
Character
smiling.
creation is more than just how you look. This is also where you start to decide who you want to be. That's where backgrounds come in.
I think it's definitely an improvement
Backgrounds give you
graphically,
a bit of
game-wise.
backstory and start you out with 3 basic skills.
From chef to dusty. You know, the crew still has a betting pool about which
They
restaurant
do
critic
still
you
look like
must
kind of
cross to
plasticky
wind
in
up
the
here.
way they talk.
What's great about backgrounds is you never know when yours is going to come in handy. You could be in the middle of a fancy restaurant talking to some guy, and suddenly you learn he needs a beast hunter to help track down a monster.
Fine. I probably should stick to professionals anyway, given what happened the last time.
We're also
There's
giving
no-
you the
no way
option
it's
to
the same
customize
engine.
your build even further by letting you pick up to 3 traits. Traits are completely optional, and they come with their own advantages and disadvantages. You could choose to meet your biggest fan.
Oh no.
Is it really?
No, not the
He'll join
adoring
your
fan.
crew and he'll give you
No.
gifts if you're willing to put up with his constant commentary.
I can't believe I get to stand near you, breathing
He's back.
the same air.
He's
I've
back.
got to have every molecule.
My favorite trait is kid stuff. You have to pay some credits to support your parents, but they're very sweet, and it's really
That's
fun
kinda
to go visit
funny.
them.
Honey, we got ourselves a visitor.
Oh my god!
I came across some hostile zealots in space, but because I had chosen a trait that made me the same religion as them, I was able to get by without any issues.
Religion.
There's another
Very good.
great one that gives you a damage buff when your health is low, but mercenaries will randomly show up and try to kill you. No matter what you choose,
Is it actually the
there'll
same
be plenty
engine?
of ways for you to tell your story.
Huh.
And if you want to remove a
I would have
trait,
thought they'd need
there are
something new
ways to
for
do
this,
that too.
but hey.
What a view! It's a feast for the eyes. Off we go to another
Kick him off.
adventure.
Okay.
We'll let you discover that on your own.
Oh, Creation Engine 2 this time. Okay. I mean, it needed upgrades because this apparently is going to have thousands of worlds, according to them.
Once you've built the perfect character, that's when your journey can really begin. We took what we loved about skills and perks from our previous games and put them together to create an all-new skill system. Each time you level up, you get a skill point, which can be used to unlock or rank up skills. Ranks are unlocked by completing challenges associated with that skill.
Again, my expectation is this will be super buggy day one. And then they'll
Challenges
put some
become
fixes in.
increasingly difficult
And I'm
as you
okay
work
with
your
that,
way to
you
higher
know?
ranks.
I'm kind of, that's the expectation for the day one
With our
experience
5
of
different skill trees
a Fallout
and 4 ranks per
Skyrim
skill,
type game, you know?
There's a lot to choose from.
I like the Xenosociology
Yeah,
skill
no, I said it
because
was
lets
very
you
much
mind
like No
control
Man's Sky. I've
aliens.
got that feeling. I don't trust Todd Howard's sweet lies.
Boost pack out of the gate. I'm boost
Todd Howard
packing
can
everywhere.
continue to whisper those sweet lies into my ear, though, okay? We'll see. I'm gonna play it.
I like
I'm-
maxing out
this
my
looks like a lot of
physical tree
fun.
so I can get neuro strikes and just punch my way through combat. That one's a lot of fun.
Invest in the skills that suit your playstyle.
I'm very much a stealth player. So, I'm out there pickpocketing everyone. My favorite part about being stealthy is slowly creeping through vents like you're in a movie and then jumping out and springing on people.
Whenever possible, I like to talk my way through situations.
This area's off limits.
Radiant Eye,
Fine,
understanding
I'll
fresh
issue you
quest
an
play.
access
Quest
card.
mentioned, bring me
I'm
2
more
bottles
of
of
a
wine.
run and gun player.
I'm hoping it's not generic.
I like doing that
We'll
death
see.
from above thing where I'd boost pack over
I'm hoping
guys
they don't
and
have
throw
like repeat
landmines at 'em.
quests if they're doing like these generated worlds. That's like my only worry. But if it just turns out to be just
I like
like
blowing
a
stuff
Fallout
up.
game in space, I'll be happy with that anyway. Fallout in space is about my expectation for this game.
Exploration is a key aspect of all our games. In Starfield, there are full star systems with new life, resources, and
Let's go
adventures.
max charisma. Let's not know. And who? What would I make my guy?
Our team worked hard to strike a balance
Once I
between
do believe
fun
they can ship a good
and
game.
realism. We study data from
They are
NASA
very
and a
confident in
multitude
this,
of
and
other
Xbox,
sources
and you
to
know,
help us
Xbox in
make the
general are pretty
world
confident
feel
in this as a product.
believable.
I'm
From the
expecting
way we
it to be
approach
good. You know,
planetary
it'll be an
atmospheres
enjoyable game.
To the way we place biomes based on the planet's distance from the sun. Once we had created a grounded world,
It's like probably the
we could start
strongest
looking
new
at all the
IP
things that make that
we've
world
seen.
fun.
It is
When
heavily
you leave a
relying on
planet
like
and head into space,
the pedigree of old IP, but
you'll be navigating asteroid fields.
it's seeming
having
pretty
chance
strong.
meetings with interesting strangers.
We'll have to wait and see.
Dogfighting in space and exploring derelict
Dogfight in
ships.
space and stuff is, I'm in.
It's all out there.
The company because Microsoft bought them. I mean,
Ultimately,
they better be because
it's about rewarding
Xbox
your
is. This is
curiosity.
like
because whether it's on
the
the
big
surface
ticket
of a
Xbox
planet,
is riding on.
the alleys of a city, or the vastness of space, you never know
Like,
what you'll
I think
find.
Xbox have a lot of heavy expectations on this game, so they kind of have that weighing on them. Okay, a lot of different
Space
ships.
exploration is possible thanks to your ship. Your ship is almost like having another character or home you can make all your own. I think you'll be blown away by the amount of stuff you can do. You can buy a ship.
I'm sure you can find something you like.
Customize and upgrade that ship.
I mean, that looks cool.
And
I don't
hire
know.
a crew to keep it up and running. And it all starts in spaceports.
Yeah, I think it's good to be skeptical and just hope that you're
Every
proven wrong.
spaceport has a ship
It's the best way to
technician
approach every
where you
game.
can purchase,
Have low
sell,
expectations,
and modify ships.
and then you'll be
Anything I can help you with?
pleasantly surprised.
Maybe you start off with a speedy fighter that's perfect for bounty hunting. Then you might round out your ship roster with a hulking space freighter to run cargo missions, or even do a little smuggling. For now, though, we're going to take our starting ship, the Frontier, and make some changes. You can customize and upgrade everything you see here, and you have two ways to do that. You can quickly upgrade individual systems like your weapons or shields, or you can deep dive and enter the shipbuilder mode. Here you can change anything, from the systems to the look and layout. Adding a new habitat module can give you more room for crew. Adding cowling can change your ship's overall silhouette.
I like.
And
I don't know. The
grab
ship
drive
building stuff
allows
looks
for
cool.
longer distance space jumps. You can even fully customize your paint job to get the exact look you want.
Mine's gonna be red.
The parts you
black,
choose to
black
build
and
with
red or
don't
red.
just affect your ship's
With
stats.
some black I don't know. We'll see.
They'll also affect what you can do inside your ship.
Really dangerous.
You
Too
can have
much
modules for
complexity
crafting,
is not fun. Yeah.
Or for storing and displaying your weapons.
1v6 in War Thunder.
Starfield's in-game
Ace
ship
out, huge.
manufacturers bring their own look and feel to every piece of your ship. From living quarters to cargo holds, mess halls, and control rooms. Our modified Frontier is a practical ship, but with a little creativity, your ship can look like almost anything you want.
It's a bit odd, but one of my favorite ways of
like Fallout 4
customizing
based
ships
/Shadow
is
for a ship.
I make them look like animals.
Okay.
The HMS Platypus, as I called it, where it had a giant tail to it.
If you can just do dumb customizations as
spiders,
well.
We've done mechs.
I think that's cool.
So
Okay.
it's really
Got Optimus
whatever
Prime
your
there.
imagination is.
And while you can build your home among the stars the way you want to, you're
I have
probably
a feeling that's not the most
only
efficient of
person who
ships,
will
but,
call
you know.
your ship home.
Ready to lift off when you are, Captain.
Does not surprise me. We've
The Frontier is fueled and ready, Captain.
I'm sure there'll be some of those
Some
in
of the members of
space.
Constellation can join you on your journey.
Easy to deal with.
These companions can serve on your crew, and they'll always be there when you travel.
We'll be traveling together until we either find an artifact or this lead runs dry.
Each companion comes with their own valuable skills for your ships and outposts, as well as unique quest lines. Eventually, some friendships might blossom into romance.
I don't know that I've ever really
course.
loved anyone.
That's Adam Jensen.
Except you.
And if you're looking for a little extra
Adam
help on
Jensen,
your
guys.
ship, you can always hire additional crew at spaceports.
Got any room on your ship for someone like
I
me?
forgot what the voice actor's name is.
You'll
I should know
also
his
meet
name.
potential crew members out in the world.
Still think there might be a spot for me on your ship? I gotta get off this rock.
Assign crew to your ship or outposts, and their unique skills
Actually,
will
once you got the
affect how they
atmosphere,
run.
ship doesn't matter. I mean, you know, in combat, it
Just like
probably will.
companions, most crew members can lend a hand in the field. Take Bosco, for instance.
He's designed.
You know what?
around
Someone will do
the
it
core
with.
basics of a NASA machine.
It's a Bethesda game, so it's gonna happen.
Avoid getting shot. You might die.
I still wanted to give it almost a humanoid personality, so I elongated the limbs. This tends to make him feel more human-like and give him a little personality.
It is a shame exploration requires so much bloodshed.
Using the shipbuilding tools and crew selection features in Starfield, you'll be able to build and captain the ship of your dreams. And now, let's take to the sky.
I really like space stuff, I'm not gonna lie, so this is very cool to me. I still want that like dream space MMO, which would, I feel like it's not Star Citizen, but you know, the dream space MMO where you get like all of this
in the cockpit of your very own spaceship
and really complicated
you can do
spaceships,
pretty much anything, and that is really cool for us as developers.
The endless stream.
Spaceflight should be exciting and dangerous, and you
That's what we like.
should feel like you're in complete control every step of the way.
Yep.
We've extended that sense of control to ship combat. It's not about just hitting your triggers to fire your weapons.
Yeah, like
it's a
power shields and
stance
stuff
between your piloting skills and our power allocation system.
Oh, there is power allocation. Okay,
Boosting
good.
Power to your engines will make your ship faster.
That's what I want to say.
Powering up the ground drives will shorten the amount of time it takes before you can make a jump.
All right.
Moving your power to your weapons and shields means you're ready for a fight.
That's very cool.
You should always be on your toes because
that's what I'd expect.
You're not alone out there.
Just break the game. We'll have to say, I don't know.
Unlocking the targeting control system skill will allow you to zero in on specific subsystems of the ship you target.
Oh, imagine you could just take down the engines and then like board a ship. That'd be super cool.
After destroying an enemy ship, you can loot the remains from your cockpit. You can always turn any ship that engages you into scrap.
I want boarding, okay.
But you can also take a more personal approach by docking with the enemy vessel and boarding their ship.
You can. Oh. That's actually going to be a thing. You take out the engines and then board the ship. I'm in.
Once you've taken control of an enemy ship, it's yours.
Oh, okay.
Add it to your fleet and retrieve it at any spaceport. But space is way more than fighting for your life. Just like when you're planetside, there are plenty of sights to see and stops to make on the way to your next adventure. Like these massive star yards. Walk the halls, talk to the crew, maybe get talked into buying a whole new ship.
A civilian in my star yard. Let's see about getting you a proper ship, one worthy of you.
Maybe you'll dock with
Never spend money on ships, just steal the best ships.
Like the
Stuff is going to be my motto, yeah. I want to just be able to like
elbows with the Galaxy's wealthy elite on a cruise ship fit for the
biggest ships and steal them.
There are plenty of personal encounters to be had as well. You can hail any ship you come across to trade, swap info, or maybe even commit an act of piracy.
Let's do this. When I'm playing, I generally go crazy. I definitely go like the more piracy routes.
Yeah.
I want to take over ships. I'm going to board ships. I'm like, this is now mine. I steal all the sandwiches and put them, you know, in my cargo hold that I have specifically for sandwiches.
Okay.
I don't want to play the hero, but I want to go out and just start taking things from people as quickly as possible.
This is the kind of space game I want,
Some
you know?
strangers might be looking for a little
I'd love this in an MMO. This whole, all of this in an MMO would be amazing.
Hello, stranger. I just finished cooking up some food. If you want to come on over, just pop on by.
Some of the best moments.
I'll just go 6 of it. That's what I want to know more about. We're not seeing any of that today, unfortunately.
The thing I love most about Starfield.
That'll be very cool to see, though, as well.
It is a Bethesda game through and through. It's really about going to strange new places, meeting interesting people, and getting sidetracked on zany adventures.
This in an MMO would be crazy. This is what I'd be into.
That you're involved in a
stealing other people's ships.
You're human.
I'd want, like, you know, a whole crew of players
that
to
DNA is
having
so
to manage a
present
ship.
here. It's in our random encounters. It's in our handcrafted quests.
That's why I love the idea of doing, just having
so cool to
all
play
your
it
friends
and
on a
just
ship
make
and be
your
like,
own
okay, you
path
have to
in this
manage these
universe.
systems.
There are
I feel that would be
1,000 planets
impossible
out
to
there,
do.
just waiting for you to visit.
I feel like you could never get people to actually do
We
I don't
want you
know.
to feel like explorers.
Well, oh, it'd be so much fun.
Breaking ground on new planets.
Having to abandon a
exploring
ship.
every inch,
because you're getting
mostly
blown
untouched
up.
galaxy. We want you to feel hopeful.
It's
We want
hardcore,
to
so once
feel
you
this
die,
sense
it's
of
over.
awe and wonder.
And you can never play the game
And
again.
sometimes
There's only room
a
for
little
a
fear.
few of you in the escape pod.
We're giving you a massive playground and a ton of toys.
I'm
And
maybe
just
going a bit
setting
too
you
far now.
free.
I like hardcore stuff in games as well, though. But a real crew is like... A real crew with all of these features is super cool to me. That's what I really want in an MMO.
Hey everybody,
Having to, like,
we've shown
RP
you
and
so much
manage that.
stuff, but we thought we'd just take a little break and show you something a little bit different. You know, we put so much detail into our game worlds,
Alright, Todd.
and we love the
That might
opportunity
become real in
to
20
bring
years with
that
VR and
into
AR,
the
probably.
real world with our collector's
I mean,
editions.
maybe, we'll see.
And for this game, we've done a watch.
AI's getting pretty good pretty
It is
fast.
the Constellation Explorer's Watch. This is the
Tell me
watch that you
lies.
actually
Tell me
get
sweet
in the
little
game
lies.
that acts as part of your HUD, where it's the compass and then environmental
I hope all
information.
this is in the game.
It connects to your phone to give you notifications and other information, and we've also designed this really cool case that it comes with.
I don't care about the watch.
Yeah, we really took as much care and designed this case as we did the watch. Our attention to detail in the game totally translates to this. Inspired by the cases that the astronauts used during the Apollo era to bring back samples from the moon. It's got an intricate locking
close to the end of this, are we now?
Authentic, heavy.
Okay, there's
comes
only
with a
like
Constellation patch, NATO
16 moments
strap,
left.
and the overall functionality and
I'll buy the watch,
believability
how
of
much?
this as something that would exist in the world, in the Starfield universe.
I'm good on the watch,
Take
okay?
this. You'll find it very useful out there, and it even tells the time.
We actually have something else. Now that we're part of Xbox, we get to work with the amazing people on the Xbox hardware team, and together
Maybe they'll
we've
sell like
created
a astronaut
this
helmet full
custom
of
limited edition
full of
Starfield
mold.
controller. It's awesome. It is now, you know,
Who knows,
our
maybe we'll get
favorite
that next.
controller.
We love this because it's inspired by the actual controls of your spaceship. And not only that, we've created the first ever custom headset.
God,
with
they're getting a
Xbox.
lot of products out for this
And
game,
is
aren't they?
a perfect pairing with that controller.
Already selling match. I'm sure there'll be even more match after launch as well. Even I don't have a match, okay? These guys got match going before the game's even released.
In every one of our games, we always put so much care into all those little details that breathe life into our worlds. But Starfield isn't just a Bethesda Game Studios world, it's a Bethesda Game Studios galaxy. So why go this big with Starfield? Because we want to give you freedom on a galactic level. The freedom to experience both the exciting planets and the quiet ones.
Okay, there will be quiet planets.
Scanning a planet before you land is a great way to get a sneak peek at the available resources you can use for crafting, building, and customizing.
I think what's cool about this whole system that we generate the planet itself as a procedural content, but the handcrafted content itself comes as the player explore. Our system
Okay, so
builds
the world's
planet as the
generated,
player
but there's
approaches
like
it. We stitch together a
pre-built
block of terrain. After that, we have the
like
system
quests
that
and stuff
adds
and areas
interesting locations for the player
that are
to
like generated
explore,
alongside it.
creatures to encounter, or and plants to pick up.
The only issue I have with that is I don't want
allows us to
repeats.
add that touch of environmental storytelling that Bethesda is known for.
That's where no one can see the
Aggressive
trainer
creatures
things.
have been
The mods.
disrupting our
You do what you mod
experiments. Their habitat isn't far from here.
That's
If
the
you
mods
could
are
take
going.
care of them for us,
I
we
already
would
know
be
where
in
they're
your
going,
debt.
okay.
So even if your friends were to
The Bethesda
visit the
mod
same
community
planet
are a
that
bunch
you
of
had,
degenerates.
you would have a different story to tell.
Pirates, okay. I mean, mean, yeah, I'm in. I'm sold at this point, okay? Bonk. On the back of the head.
It's completely up to you how you want to interact with each planet. Whether you
know
want
what,
to
it's true.
explore,
You can
and see
mod
what
it, you can
find,
mod it, mod away.
harvest resources and be on your way, or simply take in the views. With the help of your scanner, you'll chart the uncharted and discover exotic wildlife.
If you have the skills, you can even figure out that certain creatures and plants, you can build an outpost and produce resources from those plants and animals. You can get experience.
So you can build
and
outposts
rewards
on the
for
worlds
fully
as well.
surveying planets and fully surveying a whole system.
When we were concepting these creatures, we really wanted to think of them as natural to the environment. We didn't want alien monsters. We wanted native wildlife. Something you've never seen before.
When it comes to our exteriors, when the sun moves, all that light is calculated in real time through the atmosphere. Our biggest goal for lighting with Starfield was to make the game feel more filmic, to use lighting and color to really make it feel more cinematic.
And again, this all looks very cool. I mean, every game, you've got to have that ray tracing, okay? That's why they had to upgrade the engine. The only thing I'm skeptical about is the generated content. I really hope there's not like a lot of repeated content.
After some exploring, you can find a spot to set up a base camp.
You can make a base, is okay.
Outposts can be built almost anywhere on any planet.
So this will probably feel like the Fallout
And the habitat modules
building.
come in all shapes and sizes, filling all different purposes. You can even live in them.
It is the
Assign
hot stuff
crew
right
and
now.
companions to work at your outposts for added bonuses and set up extractors to
I
harvest
definitely can't
resources
play
while
at
you're
60
away.
FPS with it.
Something cool
I
we
need a
have
new
this
PC.
time is we have a new fly cam where you can toggle between on-foot building, or you can now use a top-down
I just need to make a
isometric
couple of
camera,
grand
which
real
helps
quick,
plan out
get myself a new
larger parts
PC,
of
and
the
I'll be good.
outpost and placing
Be
those
ready for
larger
it.
halves. So that way you can really plan your structures and what the overall feel of
I
your
also need a
outpost
new light
is.
bulb, 'cause that
and
keeps
then when you're
flashing
on
on
your
and off.
feet, you can really decorate and fine-tune things much easier.
The outposts look really cool as well. Everything so far looks really cool. If this game ships with all these features, and it, you know, is only buggy to the normal Bethesda extent, not like the 76 extent, but like the normal Fallout,
Add crafting and research
Elder
stations
Scrolls
in your
extent,
outposts to
then it should be
utilize
really
any
good.
resources you find or already have.
Yeah, the Fallout 4 build
Mod
were
your
up
weapons to
clunkiness.
adapt them to your playstyle.
I barely did the build
Different
in Fallout
weapon
4.
sights and scopes.
I think there was like quests to do it, and then I
a
immediately
selection
stopped
of
doing it.
grips and barrels. Different ammunition like explosive rounds. All you stealth players out there will surely need a suppressor.
Okay, I like.
You can also choose to go hands-on with melee weapons.
Stealth charisma playthrough. A settlement
I think
needs
it's always
your,
a
yeah.
delicate balance between like what's realistic, what's sim, and what's Hollywood. And I think we sort of err on the side of like what's fun for the player.
That's good. I don't care too much about realism, I just want it to be
With
fun.
Starfield, we've completely overhauled our combat.
We're also in
It's more
space,
dynamic,
so
the animations
I don't
are
know how
more
real
fluid.
it's gonna be. Let's be real.
It just feels great.
We probably have more mods and more weapons in this game than I want to say any other game we've done before. There's a lot of variety.
Upgraded gear is just one of the many factors to pay attention
It
to.
looks like
when
they took a lot
engaging
of
in combat.
what they learned from Fallout
You
4.
may need to switch things up based on your environment. Gravity is different for each planet.
I want
and
actual
boost packs
ragdoll
are
physics when
excellent
shooting
for
stuff and
getting
that
around.
meaty feeling. You do need that meaty
And
feeling
for
when
giving
you
an edge in combat.
you shoot or hit someone.
Sometimes you'll even feel like you're flying. Zero gravity environments pose a different challenge. Firing a ballistic weapon in zero G will actually push you backwards.
That's cool.
Energy weapons, on the other hand, offer a more stable shooting experience.
We also have mag weapons.
Yeah, game has progressed a lot.
These are high-powered electromagnetic.
But yeah, you can see they took a lot of the modification, the weapon modification stuff from Fallout 4
and can dish out
the
some serious
settlement building.
damage.
And they've taken ideas from a lot of other games, like I guess No Man's Sky, which is probably around the same time as this.
Personal with your own two fists,
and
or you like more compact
Elite
weapons
Dangerous, like Mike was
pistols
saying
and
earlier.
submachine guns, or maybe you prefer something bigger. Starfield's got you covered.
Again, I don't care too much for realism. I mean, I just want it to be a good time. And the third person looks a lot better than the average Bethesda game. Most of the time I don't want to play Fallout in third person, unless I'm like RP walking around. And even then it doesn't look great. Want funky weapons, weird things? You can probably make some funky things with this. And it looks like there's a lot of modification settings. We'll have to really see. Controller's getting loud. Oh. You get powers? Okay.
Thanks again for being with us today. We are just so grateful that you've taken the time and spent it
No
here.
problem, Todd.
I know there was probably a lot to take in. There's a lot to the game, even more than we could show here. You know, as we play it, we're always sharing these unique and special moments that only a game like this can bring. When I think about what makes it special, it really is the people here. This game is a reflection of the incredible and passionate team that made it. All of them putting something special of themselves into it. So let's hear some of their favorite moments.
I love the way that our final combination of all the new tech has come together to create some of the most beautiful sunsets and sunrises we've ever had in any of our games.
I love the creatures, the exploration, every biome is different. The word that comes to mind is vast.
I like to use our photo mode to take rock star photos.
No, I gotta follow.
I just love that constant feel of discovery and wow, I can't believe that there's more here.
I'm most excited about our outpost building systems.
My
Are they like cutting up their lines?
You step out on a planet, it's a unique
Just
experience.
me catching that? I feel like some of their lines were cut up.
You spent all this time building your ship, and you see it.
Something like a lost relic
the
from
landing
being
pad.
natives
These
worship
things
gods.
are gigantic. It's the kind of thing that you just can't get anywhere else.
Oh, each pole of the
There's
trigger
something
pretty
about
target.
seeing a tower over
I don't
in
know
the
if you did. We'll
distance
see.
and
Who
going,
knows?
I know the gravity's low here. I think I can make that jump.
My favorite part is biomes,
He's not making that jump.
spaceships, audio design, planets.
The day-night cycle,
Those details matter to me.
diplomacy, exploration, freedom, the ending.
Basco.
Wouldn't be a Bethesda showcase without a crash.
so much.
The incredible amount of worlds we created.
Sniper rifles, come on. Lever action, rocket launcher.
Brain sprout. I laugh, but some people might find creepy. I don't know. I know it's right, Ben. The thing that I enjoy most about the game is the freedom to be who you want to be, do what you want to do. It's what you've come to expect from a Bethesda title, but on a much bigger scale.
Okay, I'm in.
On behalf of all of us, we can't wait for you to play Starfield and make your own special moments.
Let's go. Good luck, Constellation. You are go for launch.
I think it's gonna be good, you know? I think it's gonna be a fun time. They do seem very confident in it. I hope it has all the features they just talked about. Oh. There it is. Release date, guys. 09/06/23. Pre-order now. Just wish this game had some co-op or PvP stuff. Yeah, I feel like that about a lot of the Bethesda type games. But, yes. Alright, well, there's the release date again, guys. Is it on Game Pass, though, day one? That's the question. You gonna pre-order on August? Yeah, hey. Well, that was it for the Xbox conference. Honestly, they had a lot of big hitters on there. That was, for me, like Fable on the. There he is, Maurice Moss. The Star Wars game looked good. We'll see more of that tomorrow. This game also looked really good. Almost a 5 hour. Yeah, it was a long one. Oh, you got a 50-second ad. The new Twitch. We got Cities Skylines 2. That one was a little weird. A lot of Persona. Yeah, Avowed. Clockwork Revolution. Fable. Oh yeah, they had the Yakuza on there as well. Star Wars. They had a ton of this conference. It was good. That was a good one. I'm sick of the ads literally running through watch. Yeah, no, the ads on Twitch are terrible. They're only gonna ramp up more and more, I feel like. But yeah, that was it for the Xbox conference. We got the full Xbox conference and then the Starfield Direct, which was like 40 minutes of Starfield, which was good. I feel like I'm very confident in it, and I'm looking forward to seeing how it turns out. That was a good time. But yeah, we'll see how it all turns out. I think definitely this has been the best showcase so far.